we're opening, and then all of a sudden we're slammed. Well, now we're closing too. Now we're pulling doubles. Now we're here with these people all damn day, and we just see them morning, noon, and night. We get off work. Well, let's go have our downtime. So now we're socializing with these people as well. So it's like we're spending 16 hours a day with each other, and then all of a sudden we've had a few too many drinks. Now they're coming home with us. So that's 24 hours of being
hold on.
Wait.
Damn, I got the whole tea.
We were going just for a drink.
So that's
grab a shot. Any shots?
Someone's got to break the seal.
Oh, I love that. Okay.
And then
whichever one you want.
I don't care.
nothing for me, but I appreciate it. But
Which one do you
cheers
want?
to you guys.
Well,
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers, you guys.
we're doing
Start it
a
off.
light start
To a
here.
great night.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you for
Happy
having
summer.
us. Happy summer.
Oh.
All right. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the podcast where we pull back the curtain, give you some insight on what goes on behind the scenes of your favorite bar and restaurant. We like to call that the industry perspective. Yes. All right.
Yes, indeed.
And Fernando's not here yet. He went to go grab the next person we're going to have you on the couch. But for him, I will say, what's up, motherfuckers? That's how he says.
That's true.
Today, as you can see, we are joined by a very big panel. We have some returning guests. The other one will be up here in just momentarily. But just down the line, if you want to start, just introduce yourself real quick.
Yeah, hey, I'm Kyle Brian Hall.
Oh, and I'm Ilai C2Po, but you call me Ilai.
And I'm Dalton Cress. You can call me Dalton, Dalty.
I'm dead.
There's all the names.
And then if you don't know who I am by now, then I don't know what the fuck you're doing here at all. Anyways, so we had a conversation. We had started a conversation briefly the last time you were on, Ilai, as well as Tamz, who will be up here shortly. And we didn't fully get to cover it completely. And it was about dating within the service industry. We don't need to get deep into it yet. We'll kind of wait for Tamz and Nando to get up here. But it was like a two-parter thing we wanted to do here. Whereas one part is dating your coworkers, and then the other one would be dating customers. So I don't know if any of you have much experience with either or. Me personally, I'm going to keep it brief, just to kind of stall time here, stall for time. I've never been one for dating coworkers, and even customers can get a little tricky. I think I did it once, and I was working Forever 21 or some shit like that, and never again.
You said you were working at Forever 21?
The proverbial
retail.
where you eat?
No, I don't, because it just gets weird and I've never been a huge fan of it. And with customers, it's always well, they know where you work. Well, both know where you work, but then it's
but you work.
And then they know where you sleep too. So that's the other problem.
Yeah, man, both do. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. I think that'd be the other thing about coworkers too. Is well, you see them at home and then you see them at work, and then it's so when do I get time to myself?
Yeah, I can't play that. I just feel like for me, I don't know how everybody else are. And I have worked around a couple, I worked around a lot of places where they did have relationships with them. But as long as you just don't bring the mess within the workplace, it's fine. But for me, I wouldn't.
Bring the mess.
No, I wouldn't, because I just feel like if I'm living with you and I have a relationship with you, and I'm working with you, it's I cannot get away from you.
Yeah.
So how am I supposed to how are you supposed to be able to grow?
You don't become
you become a big boulder.
Big boulder.
A blob.
What about you, Dalton? Do you work service industry or?
I do, and I've been working.
Yes, you mentioned you work together, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry,
yeah.
I heard that, and it because I was focused on getting this started. So sorry.
No,
yeah, we work
Yes.
together the same spot. But I know, for speaking from my experience, it's a little different from what I would go through. I would not. I would just say that. But then I don't know how everybody else though. But
Just one quick second. Sorry. Get her ready so she can jump on in.
Yes.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, no worries. I could most definitely just agree and say, as much as I would fantasize about, oh my God, my coworker, like, we can go in the bathroom, like, you know, I'm taking it
Hold on.
there, but you know what I mean?
It's like,
I'm
He's like my
Show of hands if you've seen coworkers do that before.
I'm just I've in the parking lot,
Not my
yes.
first place for romance.
But I'm speaking from, I've been in the service industry since I was like, my first job was at Olive Garden restaurant. And if you don't know Olive Garden, like, it's part of Darden, which is
That's
this,
kind of weird because when you're there, aren't you family?
Oh,
you know what?
Ding, ding.
dang.
All right, jump on in, Tam. Hey,
You know what?
Got that. Guys.
Okay.
Got that in the mark.
Okay.
Tamz.
That was a good one.
that was a good one.
Yay.
Sorry, I didn't.
You know what? Bring it.
You-
That's okay. That's okay. But this is,
You alley-ooped me and I
you
had to
know
dunk.
what? Okay, fine. Hi,
That's true.
darling.
That's true.
Mwah. Mwah.
So take this
Mwah.
moment to
Yes, darling.
welcome back Tamzin. Tamzin, welcome back. We were just recapping on the last time you and Eli were on. Very lightly touched on relationships within the service industry.
Such a,
You did not.
faded
You
time.
did not have
Well, I think we
I'm
should pass the
okay
question
now,
to
you
her
guys.
because
Okay.
she's
Yeah.
a married
looked
woman.
up before.
Huh?
All right.
She's basically a married woman, so she knows.
It's like she knows what that,
She
Cheers to
sees.
you.
or maybe she in the past,
That's
you
yours.
know, like,
Ticky tick.
Would you like one of these?
Yes.
Oh, did she? Oh,
Oh.
boom.
pass the
Pass the
torch.
baton. Pass the baton.
Ooh, first place.
You guys know me so well.
The Olympus coming up.
All right. So where were we in that?
We're just saying how I was catching Tamzin up with how we were recapping from the last episode that we had them both on, where we lightly touched on relationships, dating within the service industry, dating coworkers and customers alike. And Dalton was telling us about how there's Olive Garden experience.
All right. Okay.
I didn't date anyone
Somewhere in
there.
the bathroom.
okay?
Something
I was
I
18, okay?
in family or
I
don't
didn't
know.
date anyone. I was very professional at a very young age.
Right, straight to slamming in the bathroom.
The bathrooms,
We don't
they're good for more than just cocaine.
I mean, have you guys dated within the company or any company you guys have been with, like coworkers?
Not
or
our
anything?
company, but
No, you know what I'm
Um,
saying, like anywhere. No. Mm.
yes, twice.
Oh.
Spell.
Twice. Okay. I mean, the first
Story
time. I mean, here's the thing, guys. Like, we all know this. Like, if we're working, like, you know.
No.
Okay.
I think you missed
Tamsin.
it when I said
I'm
would.
gonna get there. Let me qualify it. Here we go. No, if we're all working like what seems like 60 hours in the span of like 3 days, you know what I mean? Like we're there. We're around these people constantly. Like, you know, if for some reason we're opening and then all of a sudden we're slammed, well, now we're closing too. Now we're pulling doubles. Now we're here with these people all damn day, and we just see them morning, noon, and night. We get off work. Well, let's go have our downtime. So now we're socializing with these people as well. So it's like, you know, we're spending 16 hours a day with each other, and then all of a sudden, maybe we've had a few too many drinks. Now they're coming home with us. So that's 24 hours of being
wait, hold on.
Wait,
Damn, I got the whole
that-
tea.
we were going just for a drink.
So that's me, and that's me from like the span of 2010 to like 2020. Is I was working at Starbucks. Actually, I should preface this too. Every time I've dated with a coworker, I've always asked them to marry me. So like that's
wow.
also my other problem.
Pattern.
Yeah, no, it is a pattern. You're
So
not
you
wrong.
actually fall into the
I do.
rhythm of like, okay, my
So
coworker.
I started dating. I'm a lover.
You know,
yeah.
he's
I'm a lover and a
definitely
serial
big lover
monogamous. So,
boy.
I
He seeks
started dating a
love.
girl when I was working at Starbucks.
and he keeps
We worked
seeking for
morning,
love.
noon, and night together, and then we started socializing together, and then she started staying over at my house, and we kind of got to a point in that first iteration where it's like, okay, I'm very open. Like, I'll tell anybody. I don't give a shit. But like, you know, sometimes people aren't that comfortable. They're like, I don't want people at work to know about us.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean just at work? Like, we're also socializing with these people. Like,
Yeah.
like that's the thing is like,
Yeah.
if one person, and like, you know, gossip spreads like wildfire. One person knows.
Downtime,
Yeah,
like, what else
exactly.
are we gonna do? Like,
So,
what do you do?
So for me,
You
it's
know?
like, you know, listen, secrets are no fun. Secrets are for everyone.
Secrets hurt.
You know, and hurt someone. That's true too. So I got to know this girl for quite some time. Asked her to marry me. We had a massive falling out. Didn't work. Waited about 6 months. Met my future ex-wife, excuse me. And then after the pandemic, my first job back was with her. So I guess I started dating her, and then she got me into the workplace with her, which then furiously destroyed the foundation of our relationship. So my experience of working with significant others, I say don't do it.
I liked your use of the
That's
word
a fire
furiously
shower.
there,
No, yeah.
as you're wearing a Fatal Fury hat.
Ah, thank you. Yeah, I actually forgot I had that on.
I don't think it's something I would ever like judge someone for. Like
No.
I mean, I don't know. Everyone's very busy, especially when you
Yeah.
work in the service industry. Like, how many places do you go where you meet people? So, like, I understand. Like, when I've had coworkers dating, I'm like, I totally get it. Like, you're around that person all the time. It
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
I think it usually ends very badly,
Mm.
but like, it's not something I would ever judge someone for.
And then,
For sure.
Definitely.
in one way or another, one of the people usually quits. Either they stay in the relationship, they quit so that they get their space apart, as you said, or it ends bad and then they quit just to get away. So
Yes.
somebody quits.
Yeah,
Usually.
you need healthy
Definitely.
space
Yeah.
away from the person you're dating. Like, I feel like
Sure.
if you're, especially if you live together and work together, like, I
It's
feel
like,
like
what
that.
is the point?
Yeah, that drives
You're like,
me crazy.
oh my
a
god,
little
babe, I gotta get up, I gotta go to work. Okay, I'll see you at work too. Okay, we're getting
Yeah,
out. What do you want for
right.
dinner? Like,
bit. See you when you get
damn.
home.
What time are you gonna wipe your ass? Go over there, wipe your ass.
No,
It's scheduled. You don't want to do that. You guys want to find yourself. It's great to work within a company kind of the same or an industry kind of the same.
I
But
think
in
that's very.
separate- yeah.
That is what.
So that way you have
yes.
something to be able to come home and talk about and
Totally
relate
agree.
about at the same time. Say if you work in an industry of like, say if you're a lawyer, you're a fire department or whatever, or a police officer, like you want something to be able to take your mind off of what you already got going on.
Mhm.
And that's a plus. But if I'm sleeping with you, working with you, we're basically eating and washing our dishes at the same goddamn time. There's nothing to be able to talk about,
Totally.
you know?
Absolutely. You can't go home and like
Yeah.
decompress, talk about your
Yeah.
day. Like you were there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I felt that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You want something a little bit different, so that way it can be like you can hear
Yeah.
what one person got going on, and you get the other person going on. You could be able to mend and be like, all right, we got it. You
I was
can
actually
together.
I was actually dating someone and we were both in the same industry. Like lived together within 6 months of dating, and it was the first time I ever done something like that where I was like, you want to make sacrifices, right? You want to be like, oh, I can do this. Like, I'm not like, I won't chicken out. Like, I can step up to the plate. I can deliver. But then you're being challenged with someone else completely, entirely different from you. Yes, you have similarities, differences, but when you're in the same space living together, like I was living with this person and I was just being challenged so much. Like, I was like, and mind you, it was during COVID, so it was like we were spending all the time
Oh,
together. So we were like a year
Basically, you
and
guys
6
were married.
months.
Wow.
We were
Yeah.
together for a year
I
and
was
6
married.
months.
Oh god.
So
Shacking up.
yeah, this is some real tea.
That was shacking
This was like
Eli, can you do me a favor? Can you put your mic outside
Yes.
the sweater?
all of the above. But when someone can start to see you and then kind of, that's where it's like when you're around someone all the time, it's at work. If you're dating someone at work, if you're living with them, not going home and seeing them another day, but living with them, it becomes more integrated.
Put it on the sweater.
It becomes more special.
I don't know what it is with you and the mic.
Yeah, I was dating and I was like, I cannot,
Me to do it.
I can't do this.
Like
So
this?
I quit.
Yeah.
I left that relationship. I broke it
I'll
off
put it right up.
because I'm just very like, I'm all the way out here doing this and I'm coming this far. Like, I shouldn't have you getting in the way, especially emotionally, when that's where you find a connection because you feel a comfort, a safe zone because I work with you, because I'm around you all the time, because you know me, but you really don't, in a sense, know me because you're not willing to negotiate. You're not willing to be copacetic. You're not willing to go through that like substance of what it's like to really form with a partner. You're just like, well, this is what I do. This is my space and this is where my things are. I'm leading with this mentality. You just need to follow, where it's like, well, then what about me? Because now I'm always thinking in my head, maybe
saying is like nobody's growing.
I need to get away.
There's no
Nobody's-
collaboration.
Yeah.
I think what I'm
just,
understanding from like all of the conversations here is that like space is needed.
Yes.
A part
Yes.
of space is needed. Like, do
Of
we have a space
course.
of
There's healthy space.
home? There's
okay.
healthy
It's
space.
just
yeah.
healthy
And you have to
space.
respect it too.
Yes.
And respect it.
You-
I think also too, like within that space, I think there needs to be a presentation of boundaries put in
Yes.
part.
Yes.
Which I only say that
Yeah,
now
I like
because
that.
at 42 because I've just learned about boundaries. Because before, in my experience, like I didn't have any. I was just like, I want all of your space. Please let me be in your space. You know, like that was my issue, was that I didn't understand this concept of like, what do you mean you want to be away from me?
Yeah, like
That makes me feel
you gotta
bad.
That's
not get
okay.
butthurt
You know?
by that.
Yeah, but I
You
understand.
can
Like I completely understand that now. Is that like there has
Everybody
to be
needs
some
like a
boundaries.
thinking process. Just like it could just leave him alone for like a good 10 minutes.
Yeah, so everyone's
Sure.
different
It's
too.
not
Like
long,
some
yeah.
couples like
That's a
to,
dump right
Just
there.
like a good 5-10 minutes. Like, all right,
Totally.
gather my brain. Now let's get it.
Mhm.
Let's
Yeah.
get it together. Now let's talk about what we need to.
So do you guys think that there are any, let's say some positive things about dating a coworker? Like,
We can
even
all
if
shit
it's
on the same
casual.
person.
So
even if it's
true.
casual, like any and I want to say positive, but we were focusing a lot on the downsides and the negatives. It's even the opposite side of that spectrum, like anything that
I can think of
find-
something. I
Yeah.
think working in the service industry is hard because, like, sometimes you get home at 3 in the morning. Like, that
Yeah.
can be difficult if you're dating someone who isn't in the service industry, like someone who doesn't understand.
Yeah.
So I could see like a perk of that being like you know that these are my hours that I gotta do, and you know that this is my job, and it's nothing deeper than that. So I could see that being a perk.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I feel like you should just have a partner who like understands your schedule and everything. But
Well, I'm a Libra. I like to flirt.
me too, girl. Me too.
I like
girl.
to
Me too,
I like to
girl.
get in somebody's face. I like eye contact. I like to be direct because I'm serving. I'm doing a lot of different
Mhm.
things at once. If a customer, I had a customer who actually like was attracted to me, and like it was just him. It was solo. So like, what can I
love
not
you
talk about
so
these
much.
things?
You
Go
know
ahead.
you're so
Uh,
funny. I love you.
But it was
'Cause I know
real.
what
It
he's
caught me off
talking about.
guard because I was working. Like when I work, I really hustle. Like I've been in the service industry again for a long time. I like to keep things professional. I'm a focus when I clock in about my
Being
money.
nice is a plus.
Being nice and my
It's
kindness
always-
is a praise. You are getting the best of service,
My
darling.
kindness is a
So like
praise.
it's a gift
My
because
kindness is
I
beyond.
want to take care of you. I really do. Like I don't care who you are, what shape, type of form you are. If you're disabled, it doesn't matter. I treat you all the same. Like yes, people want to tip differently. That's okay. That's a different discussion. But that means like maybe I did something wrong, but what did I do wrong when I'm moving in such a genuine, authentic way? So like I'm giving you the 99% of my energy. The 1% is where I'm like, bitch, I really don't know you. So that 1% I have to hang on because it's like I still need to differentiate being in a work environment versus my personal life where I'm an artist and I'm doing everything I want and what I came here to do. So when I'm in the service industry, it's like I still have to be mindful. I still have to check my ego at the door. So when I'm meeting people, I'm meeting you genuinely. So when someone's giving me a little energy, I'm like, oh my God, like you're actually responding and being interested in me, Bob. Like you're a customer, like have you tried the soup of the day? You know, it's really creamy. Like I'm like I'm just throwing all I'm just throwing all like the
really creamy.
the like I want to make sure I'm descriptive, right? I'm an artist. It's in my blood, and you can tell. But it's just like I'm getting your number, and it's like you really have to carry that energy. Like I'm trying to give you a piece of me, but like I still have to keep it professional. And how do I do that without like where it's like uncomfortable for you? Because that's the last thing I want, is because I made you uncomfortable. Like because I'm moving around so quickly and I'm busy and I try to stay busy, but I'm like, there's a lot of potential. But how do I want to move without it being like too much? Like when do we meet a common ground? And like that's where it's
That's a big
difficult.
balance.
Yeah, that's where I'm like, fuck. Because sometimes I fuck it up. I get off of work and I'm like, oh, 7 hours later, hey, like, oh, remember me? But it's like, in that moment, was I supposed to text so soon? Like, where do we find that, like,
Sounds like you.
after you pay
Fair.
and cover your check? Like, do I reach out and text you and be like, hey, what's up? Like, or how do I
She's
word
sticking out,
that
by the way.
format?
I'll
So
tell you that later. I'll tell you that
that's where
Wait, what?
I
I'll
sometimes
tell you later.
like find a fault or like a disconnect.
Well, one positive is you save on carpool, because that was the question.
Yeah.
Like you were
No,
saying.
what?
I was gonna jump in on
Yeah.
a positive. I think it was touched upon here actually. Schedule sync up.
Yeah.
Very huge positive. I mean, when if we're all working creatures of the night, and we come home at the horrible hours of the morning, actually, and we get that briefest of moment together where we can like slam some Taco Bell together and just decompress about a day and go to bed and wake up at, I don't know, hopefully before noon. That's kind of nice.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. So I guess schedule sync up is a good thing, because it's hard to be able to be a nightlife person dating a 9-to-5 corporate type. It's just difficult.
Yeah.
They just don't get it. They're like, why don't you be up when I'm up? Be like, because I just went to bed.
My sleep schedule is a little bit different. Just a little bit.
No, I definitely love that. If you're able to understand the industry itself and you guys working within the industry, you know what's up, and you have that trust. It's that trust and loyalty. That's what people
trust.
forget working in the industry itself. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, being a bartender working in the industry, I didn't think I was gonna be in a bartending industry for this long, working from San Diego, but I feel like I did have a heart for it. And a mind for it too. For what I've seen, I've connected with a lot of souls. But when it comes down to relationship, it is kind of like disruptive. I don't want to say disruptive. I would say like misunderstood. I would say misunderstood. Because there's a couple like relationships that I did have, and I don't have many relationships, but there is a couple relationships I do have where my hours, I tell people my hours are slave hours. You know what I'm saying? I work, and I'm the type of person who work like from all day, 9 in the morning to like 3 a.m. in the morning the next day. And
You're
then
one
read
of
the
the
weekend.
hardest working people.
And I maintain.
You're never not working.
I know how to maintain it, but that's the thing. Me finding a situation, in a relationship itself, knowing the goals that I got going on, it's really hard when I tell them my hours are 9 in the morning to like 3 p.m. and going 4 p.m. to like 3 in the morning and do it all over again. But a 9-to-5 job is kind of almost the same thing if you really think about it. But they just need to understand the hours you do work. My hours are Batman hours.
9 to 5 is just accepted. Like, that's just the norm. So.
Yeah.
Like, I can work the same amount of hours, just I got off at 3 in the morning. You know?
But the thing is, like, I couldn't be able to, like, a lot of people wouldn't be able to take those type of relationship hours, which I don't understand. I have asked a couple of my friends who are in a relationship and they work in the industry and you have a long-term relationship. And I would ask them, like, what is the secret? And they did say the secret is if you guys know the industry yourself and you trust each other, what is the problem? And that is true. What is a problem? If you work in the industry, what is the problem? But for what I've seen, a lot of people who work in the industry have a lot of problem within themselves. You know, you got one over here being mad because someone's being really nice, but you know you're clocked in. The other one's the same way, but you're clocked in. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, I just feel like it's a more of a 80%
I actually just want to
Of a
point
feeling,
out
right?
what you just said, like kind of highlight what you just
Yeah.
said. Like, if you have trust for each other, what's the problem?
What's the
Because
problem?
I was sitting here being like, well, but you know what? That backs up that I don't trust that person. So,
It's like,
I
what
hear
is
that.
the situation? If you guys know you work in the same situation, same server, bartender, you guys have to be nice, the whole nine. The thing is, like me being a bartender, and I was in a relationship for a very long time in San Diego. It was a plus. I had customers coming back to me in the relationship, like, oh, me and my boyfriend did it.
Yeah.
Being a single woman bartending, like I have the same, but not too much, because I would get sometimes people don't want to come back because of the way I look or the way I serve. I just don't understand.
You're a
But
baddie. I'm sorry.
thank you. But what I'm saying is,
No, but
but
people-
what
there's
I'm
no
saying is, it's the fact it's like,
Hey.
you know, it's kind of like, I want to say it's a different, but not really different. It's just, I don't know.
It's people's perspective.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dating
So,
with it or not dating with it.
What I'm gonna do is I would like to wrap up this particular part
Oh,
because
do we even cover
where
it? I
we're
feel like
going,
we-
where we're going in the conversation is leaning more towards. I'm hearing you all talk about customers more, which is supposed to be the second half.
You gotta stick
So
to
how about we
Nana's
shift
questions, guys.
to that
Oh, I didn't
topic
know.
of conversation
Yeah.
because it seems like the conversation is naturally continuing to go there. So how about we just frame it within that and just talk about like different experiences as far as, do you talk to customers? Do you not? I know you've already started it off. If you'd like to carry it or if someone else would like to join in on that. But let's switch it to like talking
Yeah,
about
Kyle.
dealing with
Do you
customers.
Do you talk to customers?
Customers are not-
Kyle? That's a really,
It's a really good
question,
possession for you
Kyle. I
guys.
am so happy to hear this.
Yeah, Kyle, do you?
I have,
How many?
I have some of the most agonizing conversations of, I feel like you're into me. Wait, no, you're into tequila.
Hey.
And that is
Tabs.
exactly. It's like cool. No, but actually, I have this one thing. I did most recently in the last like 3 weeks. A girl came into the bar for happy hour. I think it was like a Wednesday. Very sweet girl. Had a really good time meeting her and her friend. And she flirted with me so much,
I heard the story.
and it was so.
very much.
It was genuine, and I was actually kind of shocked. I was like, nah, because like I've got a bit of a removal now because I've like I put my heart into a couple of different type of customers and just watched myself just agonizingly be like, let me have it back, please. and but this one was different. Like she just gave me a different vibe. She asked for my number. She initiated texting. She set up this idea of like, hey, I really want to meet up with you this day. I'm like, great, awesome, no worries. That day comes, I'm getting ready, I'm on my way downtown, boom, get the text. Hey, I'm sick, can't make it. And so I'm like, okay, I've been in this situation before. This usually means a sign of disinterest, but I'm going to try and flavor it with, dang, okay, I really hope you feel better, but I guess that means you owe me a date. This was like 3 weeks ago, so you know, Zippo. I ain't got nothing to report. So for me, my experiences of dating customers in this most recent iteration of trying to date, it's not working out for me, and I think that kind of backs up to. I think that actually kind of backs up to me, to be honest. Like I'm confident in myself. I'm confident in who I am and what I present. But like at the same time, like sometimes we got to be careful about like what maybe we think we're putting out there versus what we're actually putting out there. Like
Yes.
I might think that I'm putting out confidence, and I might actually be putting out desperation. So I gotta be really like understanding to myself about that. Like. I care about me. I think I'm waiting for my person to come along. It's like that's what I truly want. Is just like I want my person. I want a person that like wants to spend 24 hours a day with me constantly.
Absolutely.
Like they're
Healthily
coming
and, like, with
just
space,
to
too.
that establishment just for you.
Yeah.
Like whether you know it or not, they're literally coming there just for you. They
Yeah.
want to see you.
'Cause I-
Just even
yeah.
that.
Yeah, because I
too
guess kind of to wrap up
flirtatious.
my bit here. Like, I understand when a baddie comes in, like, you know, throwing some sweet words and maybe like, I'll take them because I like the attention. But like at the same time, I'm like, I ain't stupid. I know what's up.
And then I hear,
but like when it's
Tamsin,
but it's like
Tamsin,
yeah.
the baddest girl I ever seen at the bar. Tamsin, you missed her. She was so bad.
So she gave me her Instagram. Yeah,
Oh, God.
there's been a few of those. Yeah, she was so into me, dude. There's been a few of those. Yeah, I mean, I also
I
allow
love it every time.
I also
I
allow
know.
myself to be gullible
Makes me
to
so
that
happy.
experience.
Like,
So,
yes,
you know, yeah. She brought her friend to two, and her friend was in it. Yeah, yeah, I've had a few of those. Yeah, all right, that's fair. Yeah, so I say, you know, I'm all for dating customers because I mean, at the end of the day, listen, my New Year's resolution was have a dating life outside of have a social life outside of my workplace. Unfortunately, we're there all the damn time.
Yeah.
So you know, at some point, it's just gonna kind of get to the point. It's like, well, it's 3 a.m. and you're still here. Let's go hang out. And hopefully that happens. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. If it does, it does. That's cool.
And that's okay.
I mean, yeah, that's okay. Let the universe align.
Yeah, I feel like you have to
Yeah.
know. Like
yeah.
when I'm working, like again, I like to
I
keep
always
things
think I
so
know.
like there's, you know, it's Pride Month, right? So there's been a lot of our customer demographic that has been very like, I recognize that, you know. I don't need to tip my hand to tell you, but like
Yeah.
you kind of can guess or like by my energy and how I'm being so warm, like my energy, yeah, it's very open. Sometimes I don't know if they're a couple because you know it's a lot of eye contact most times.
Yeah.
Like that's key to me because like I speak through my eyes a lot too. So like hence why I wear shades because you know eyes are the windows
You
of
trying
the
to
soul.
put those away.
Right. But I still can communicate through my body language. You know, like it's just in me. But like, yeah, there was a time just literally, I think it was that Wednesday or Thursday for brunch. It was like interracial couple, and it was very flattering too because one of the things that they said, which I've never been asked before, there was like, I don't want you to box my food at all. Bring us the boxes, we'll do it. And I said no. I said no, I'll do it for you. And like there was just a moment I hesitated. I wanted to explain. I just looked at the guy who requested that, and it was just like he knew like I didn't want to like give him an explanation. He just knew it was a part of the service because I was boxing everybody's meal. And it was lunchtime, so it was busy and like everybody was asking for a box. Like the table in the middle of 12 people was each one was like, oh, can I get a box too? Got a box too? And I was literally running back and forth.
Yeah.
So hence that moment, he was like, just bring us the boxes. We don't want you to box it. And I was
That's
like,
so sweet.
no, it was sweet. But I was like, no, I'm
Wait, is
going
this
to
a
box
customer
it.
you were
This was
dating,
this was a couple. It was an interracial couple that came in for brunch, their first time there. So I was giving them the whole rundown of the menu. I was being very polite and friendly. And the one guy was just like, he just kept looking at me. And I was just like, I would literally be typing on the POS system, and when I look back, he's looking at me, and I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?" I'm like just staring at this. I'm like, okay, you know, I'm just gonna keep working and running their drinks because they got a bottle of wine. They're doing the whole shebang because I'm like selling it to them. So they're the only ones. They've been there for like 2 hours, mind you. The whole garden's busy, but like I'm still keeping an eye. I'm managing. They tipped me the most. They tipped me like 40%. So like
Damn.
and it was the guy who
That's a good
took the
service.
check. Yes. So
If you're really making
it was just like, and he's like, "Thank you so much." And as Julio
What was
like
this like?
is
Was
sitting at
those?
as
Oh,
Julio is sitting at the
nice.
table, you know, he sits at the table by the wood fire oven.
Maybe they're watching.
Yeah, he was watching. He was like, "Thank you so much again." He was like shaking my hand. He's like, "I really appreciate your service." He's like, "Thank you so much. It was incredible. You were amazing." And just, you know, tapping me on the shoulder. And
Okay,
it was like-
then.
and he was just like, "I want to come back," but it was just like,
Good.
yeah, he took me 40%.
That's
And mind you, because they got wine, they got everything. They were just like, I was recommending things. So it was just like, if you can find a groove with your customer to where it really wasn't about the money. I was so busy, like, but I knew where to put my attention, right? Because all it takes is for you not to pay attention with your customer. And like, I was able to focus in on them because I was like, I know he's looking at me. And like, I know he's watching me. Like, people are watching
Giving
me.
the service.
Yeah, because I'm giving good service. I'm doing it for everybody.
Well, speaking about that type of service, I'm gonna switch the question real quick. Real quick.
I did want to put the spotlight on Mr. Host over there.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Let
did
me
want
ask
to say
you guys.
you are not very flirtatious at work.
No.
I have observed.
I
that
want to. Yeah,
about
I
you,
want to.
and
I want to ask. I want to ask. When you what's the word? Do you ever get flirtatious, or has anybody been flirtatious toward them? Is that a question I'm asking?
Well-
It's that question I Dina asked for them.
Like, why do you choose to be so professional at work?
Yes. Yes.
Because you
'Cause
are
I've learned my
extremely
lesson.
professional.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'll ding myself on that one.
Oh, wait, there's the question I want to ask. Has anybody been in a crazy situation, like a crazy relationship, in their workspace?
I
Wait,
think
wait,
That's
dating-
why I've learned my lesson.
Dating
Yeah,
wise.
yeah.
I think we got some pretty good
I know that one.
examples.
Oh, I've heard
Yeah.
some stories.
Yeah, I've
heard
actually.
about that one.
I
Yeah.
actually have.
Um,
There's a reason why I don't do that no more.
what's your question? Like, who's been in a crazy relationship
Yeah.
while in the workplace?
Well, in the workplace. Has anybody been in a crazy relationship or situation in a workplace?
I mean,
It has to be
I've
relationship. It
witnessed
could be like-
girlfriends and boyfriends come in and cause a scene to their significant other
No,
while I'm on
no,
shift.
no. Like
Me personally,
no,
no.
like within your work people. Within the work people. I witnessed a couple stuff for sure.
Yeah.
But like I said, like dating within the workplace, whatever. It's between your.
Have you ever dated within the workplace?
I never dated within a workplace. I waited for someone who got fired. and then you know, you gotta wait.
HR.
Because the fact
Caused them to get
no.
I
No,
got
no.
fired.
I cannot look. The one thing
I
is,
waited
if you
for
already bodied a
something
body,
Yeah.
there's a reason it's called a body. The body is bodied.
Wait,
There's
what?
no
Okay.
reason for you to rewind back and see the same fucking face the next
Fuck are
morning
you talking
I don't know
about?
why
or
you
the
lost
next
me with
couple
that one.
hours. Well, I'm saying when the body is bodied, it's bodied. Like, say if I
Yeah.
was gonna be able to body somebody overnight, I wouldn't want to see the person the next day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See?
Okay.
Say body one more time.
Body.
Yeah. What if you were to open with them?
Body.
You'd be like, well,
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I don't know. But yeah.
I guess.
But has anybody
I don't know if I understand the question.
has anybody had any crazy situation within the workplace? Relationship wise? With the customers? Going into the left side?
No,
Going to the left side?
I'm not.
Can't
On
say
to the
that I
left,
have.
these two hosts?
No,
Anybody?
I can't really say that I have. I mean, not in the service industry.
Mm.
Nothing crazy.
Yeah, like I said, I've only witnessed, wild spouses coming in, causing problems, and creating a scene for
same.
their people,
Yeah.
but not me. No. Fortunately, like
I've seen crazy.
knock on
shit.
wood.
wow.
Yeah, seriously.
Thankfully, never been in
Yeah.
crazy shit, but
Mm.
I've seen crazy shit.
Thankfully, never.
I just always respected the work. Like, I'm here to work. Like, if we want to
well,
really
you
be,
are, but they aren't.
well,
That's the
but
question.
still, it's
True.
like if we want to take it there, like let's. And I add on to what you said, like let's do it in a way where it's trust and honesty. Like we can keep things like for real. Like we're about our work, but we can still like I don't mind you. You want to brush my shoulder or like when it's like of convenience, like where it's like not causing a distraction, but like where you can catch those signals, like it's chemistry, you know what I mean? And it has to be fluid. Because I wouldn't mind it, but it's just like I wouldn't take that chance because it's like people be, especially when it comes to work, when you have a bad day, I have to have a bad day too.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to.
That's true.
So I want it to be copacetic. I want us to be like, if we can do this, then let's put aside the industry bullshit and focus on what we need to focus on is building together.
Oh, yeah, that is true. I like that. Yeah.
You ever have a table where they're either it's a couple fighting or just like people going through shit?
Yeah.
That
I had
is
a girl
the-
come over to the bar from her table and she was crying. And her husband came up. What was that, Santo? Her husband came up. He was like, She was like, I'm sorry, it's my anniversary. But they traveled here from Sacramento.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh,
Shout out Big
back
Sack.
down.
Hey.
I see everything from first dates, Tinder dates, all the way to breakups at the bar.
Oh my God,
Every
the first
shift,
date.
man.
Yeah,
What
I seen a
fucking
dude
shift.
bring 2 different
Breakups.
girls
Oh man,
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
in the same chair.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
I
same
kid you
chair,
not.
the same
And I
thing,
served them
different
both
hour.
times.
You know, I give it up
This
for
is
that
when the viewers
person.
is like,
Yeah.
what is going?
Yeah.
He in
That
those
was
velvet
crazy.
Did he
chairs.
tip you twice?
You know the velvet chairs. And
Yes, that was crazy.
I've seen him.
No,
He
said
brought
that
one
now,
girl.
but he made sure when
He
he
took
come
care
in,
of my
he made
dude.
sure
Both
he
times he
said-
took care of
he
everything.
gave me that
'cause-
look
I was
like,
like, he
no,
better be
don't say
paying
we
some
came
snitch
back.
insurance
He did
right
Damn.
there.
I was like, no, he did hit me good.
Never seen.
Maybe it was hush money, but whatever.
I looked different for 5
It
minutes.
probably
I didn't say nothing, girl. I said nothing.
Okay.
But he bought 2 different girls in like a 1 to 2 month
Not
period.
that
That's crazy.
It was
Yeah.
during the holidays.
Yes.
I can never forget this because I was like,
Maybe
damn,
one
that's
was
some
his
shit my
sister?
brother would do. My brother,
You
you know.
can tell. You
But
can tell.
like, it's like I've seen it, and he bought wine. Boom, this, that. Oh, we'll have a glass of wine sitting there for like a few hours. I was like, I have never seen this before. I was like, and
Yeah,
commends to him for not even saying nothing to me. He didn't give me no like, bro, because you know sometimes people are like, oh, I recognize you, and you're like, no, I have no idea who you are. No, I recognized him. I was like, I know,
look,
I've seen you.
I'm gonna give you guys my answer to both questions. The last question
alright.
is like if I rejected a customer. I went on a couple like coffee or some date with customers. Some turned out really well. Some turned out really nice. Some was like kind of weird a little bit. But would I do it again? Not really. Because I already seen how they played their asses off at the bar itself. Will I mess around with the coworkers at work? I don't think I would.
I would if they were hot.
I
Sorry.
don't
I'm just
know.
in that place.
It's just like the fact that like
Just make sure it's not Kyle. You're gonna get
it's
married.
just no. It's just a place. It's just a place. It's a place you. It's a body. You don't be bodied at work.
Don't open one.
You know, I want a body at work. They'll be like, "Why'd he call out?" Oh no.
I give him a
She
buzz
broke
right
his
now.
ass.
But I wouldn't. But being in a relationship with somebody, if I know a couple people who are in a relationship at work recently right now. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. But you know, that's not my problem. But if you can be able to date within an industry and understand each other, it's amazing. It's beautiful. You know,
Dope.
I tried it. No, I have not tried it. I tried it outside of work and did not work well, but tried it within work. I actually don't want to see the same people I work with. To be honest, I'm there every day, all day, and
Yeah.
I want something different. So
Yeah.
I would suggest not to do it, but if you're able to have that strength to do it,
At least date somebody in a
great.
different restaurant. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
But I'm curious,
Yeah.
wouldn't
Like
when you
40
date
miles
someone,
from here.
when you date someone at work and it's beautiful, right? But
Not really.
well, if when it is, if it is, and it's
If and
possible,
when.
wouldn't you think about your coexisting employees and workers, like people who you have good relationships with, like, or is that too deep? It's like,
I think it's too deep.
Yeah, a little too deep.
A little too deep
Little
because you have your own personal life and you have your personal life and then you have your work life. And you
Mhm.
when you get in too deep with that work life, it gets involved with your personal life, and that's not really good. That's not good at all. You have to have a separation. Just like people say, like they told me, I work too much. You need to have a separation from working too much and find a time for yourself. So I have been trying to do that. So when you mix, people keep saying like, oh, it's the best. It's really not. It really is not. So stop lying to yourself. You have to have that opening, that tunnel of light somewhere where it's like it's just you and what you want to do.
I disagree. I think that it could work. You just have to find that right person.
Well, that is true too.
I think that too.
You know?
That is true too.
Like I think you have to
Yes,
find the right
yes.
person, and you have to and also I think just to go back to what you were saying, like you have
I
you
think
have
it
to
mixed
have that
together.
trust between
You
Yeah.
do. It mixed together.
It has to work. You know, there does have to be. I mean,
You see that tunnel we just created?
Yeah.
You see that tunnel? You see that
also-
tunnel
I mean,
we
but
just
you
created?
also-
Oh, shit,
but
I
I
see
think
some
you
sort
also
of
bridge.
to throw the.
You-
I think to throw the
The bar
third on
just
top
opened.
is like you have to have that boundary. Be like, hey, babe,
Yeah.
look, We've been together
See?
here now. We've been together at work. Yo, I need to go just down to the pub and have a couple with my boys. And you just told me that you want to go and do
do
go
this.
do Universal Studios with
see,
your girls. So go
Kyle,
do that.
That's
You know,
exactly what I was
just,
talking
you just
about
need
right
to have,
there.
have those
Yeah.
boundaries
That
and that
boundary,
conversation
that
of like it can
trust,
work
that-
if you guys are working together. Like if I'm
Exactly.
bartending, she's serving.
There's no reason for you
Whatever,
to have
it can
any
work.
inclination in
You
your
just gotta
mind
have
that
that
something's
communication.
happening.
But
If
you-
that has that in your mind, no.
That's it.
If you
could-
have that little thing in your mind, that something's going on with you. Because if you do that, you are adding a little poison into your water, which is already filtered and nice and clean. You're already enjoying it.
Yeah.
So like, why would you add a little poison? Like, oh, so I'm thinking this is and that.
Yeah.
No, we were already good.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
say if I trust you so much, you
Right.
ain't doing nothing. I'm not doing nothing. But I'm over here tripping for what? For no fucking
Yeah,
reason, right?
right.
It's getting in your
Right.
head.
And then
And-
causing that.
but
And it's causing
yeah,
a
right,
rift in
yeah.
our bridge.
But
Yeah.
you also got to make sure that you're
tunnel.
self-aware to understand that that's your shit that's not bleeding into the other
Well,
person.
exactly.
Like you're
if you're
saying,
able
yeah.
to keep me
Thank
calm,
you, Nan.
see? Yeah, I like that. It's that tunnel. What? What about the tunnel? It's gonna have cracks.
I like
Hold
the
up
tunnel.
now.
I like
That's
the
when you
tunnel.
hire
We're gonna keep
people,
the tunnel
okay?
metaphor
We're
here.
gonna keep the tunnel. All
I'm
right.
supportive of the tunnel.
All right. So before I say thank you all for coming
Oh.
here, I do want to wrap this up. But going along with what you just said, technically what you both just said, as far as it not being a problem when you are with the right person and things like that, and it being a possibility, we like to end with red flags when we have an opportunity to.
Oh,
And
That's a
so I think
lot.
this would be a good opportunity to end on a little fun note. And each of you just kind of end with say a red flag for someone flirting with you while you're on the clock. It could be either customer, coworker,
Oh yeah.
coworker that you
Mhm.
want to stop flirting with you, customer that you wish would stop coming in. Floor is yours, but just pick one and whoever wants to start.
I'll do a red flag.
Okay.
I have been forced in this situation many times. I will see a man come to a bar to look for girls, failing. No one's fucking with him, making people feel weird, not having a good time. So he gets so sad and desperate, he starts hitting on the servers that weren't there. It's like, bro, why did you think
Yeah.
that was gonna work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why was that your backup plan? That's
Yeah.
the worst thing you could have done, actually.
No one wants me, so let me force myself on the one.
On the one person that
Can't run
has
away.
to be
Can't
there,
get away
that
from me, yeah.
has to
You
talk
can't get
to me.
away.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus
Not
Christ.
really. You feel weird. No, that's
Yeah.
how
Didn't we
it
just see a
feels.
movie about that?
Yeah.
No, that's my number one. I'm like, you're a fucking loser, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
let me
Seriously.
top that one.
Oh,
I'm gonna top that one
Oh.
with a
let's
when they come in and be like, "Oh, you're my number one. This is not marry you," and then they have so many girls right behind him. That comes in multiple times and be like, "Oh,
You
you
talking
guys
about
meet my
Mark?
sister? You guys meet my cousin? This is this is my sister. This is my cousin.
Yeah, that's fucking
Hold up
hard.
now."
What?
And they're like, "Oh my god, that's your." And then you have people over there who goes to the person and be like, "I thought you said that was your girlfriend." This is the one that's when I'm just like, dude, you're the fucking. This is not cute. If you think this works for you, and I'm just a bartender, but yeah, they will hit on me and then say, then the next people come in and be like, "Oh, this is my aunt.
This is my homegirl.
That's my mom. This is my
We
babysitter."
basically grew up together. I don't know.
So that's that's how I'm just
No,
like,
that's crazy.
what the
That's
hell?
crazy.
I'm gonna
It
say,
makes no fucking sense.
Big red flag.
I'm gonna say my red flag is. I'll just keep it real simple. Like
Mhm.
it's those people that just can't take the hint. And the story, the real
Oh.
quick story is, I've got a person that I know who happens to know a couple. Like I dated the guy that dated the head chef, and then another restaurant I worked at knows a guy that in a bar that I used to bartend in, years ago. So like kind of in the same circles. Like she starts coming into Shoe. fucking wasted out of her mind and making, I'll tell you about it later.
I think I
And starts making like proclamations and professions of love, not really towards me at first, but like towards like a couple other people.
I know who you're talking
Definitely towards
about.
one of our bar backs, and then finally, after nothing has happened, then comes
Then
to
it was
me.
your turn.
And it's like, okay,
And it was
not
to the
gonna
point
happen.
where, like,
Damn.
damn
This is
near
uncomfortable.
sexual
You
harassment.
need to get up
Ooh.
out. I appreciate you. It's wonderful to see you, but pay your tab and go.
Yeah.
You know, it just doesn't take the hint, and it just keeps on coming. Like, no, but let me try and spin it with dinner. Let me
Yeah.
try and spin it with let's go do this thing. I'm good. I'm working. I'm busy. Like, I'm gonna be here probably till 2:33 in the morning.
And she's not cute.
Nah. Fair.
Really?
So yeah. So
And
can't,
she's not
can't
the
take a
business.
hint.
There you go. Can't take it.
Okay.
How about with you? Do you want to close us out? Got a red flag for us?
Red flag for a customer?
It's either customer, coworker, whichever way you want to go.
You got a lot of coworkers.
I do. It would be.
Which one?
It would be like the. I'm not gay, but if I were.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow,
If
that's
it was.
that's a funny one. That's a
bad.
funny one.
That's a
I was curious
really
about
good
that.
one.
Yeah.
Which is technically what they're saying.
This is exactly what they were saying.
No comment.
Anyways,
Gay,
anyways.
Walked right into that.
Being yourself.
Being myself, yeah.
Well, yes.
Walked right into that.
Wow.
That's good. That was good.
Happens more often than one would think, huh?
Yes.
There you go. All right.
My red flag is I'm not gay, but.
Well, thank you again, all four of you, for
Thank
coming
you.
on. You're all welcome to come on again. I think next time, if we're going to be upstairs, let's do it a little bit earlier in the day, but our calendar didn't work out that way this time. But
I think this is
Eli
really
wanted
beautiful.
upstairs, so Eli got upstairs. That's how
And it
works.
was gorgeous, though. Did you not see
Exactly.
the
I took a dip in the pool. It was
Exactly.
fun.
You know, Dalton got a really dip in the pool. Like, he fell in the pool.
No, you
Nice
fucking
little dip.
did.
Yes, he did.
You fell in the pool.
Yeah.
I was playing with the dog. Okay.
That's Fernando's fault. That's a neighbor, Teddy. Teddy.
It was such
Teddy.
a cute dog. I got so
Blame
carried
forever.
away.
Yeah.
I just slipped
That's what it
and
is.
I turned around. I was like, "What?" He was getting out the pool.
yeah.
Like,
one moment I was out. Next moment I was in.
is it?
Wow.
Yeah.
And I was pulling myself out.
Wow.
But thank you
Wow.
for having
Yeah,
us.
it was
Of course.
amazing.
Thank you again for coming on.
Appreciate it.
You're always welcome to come back.
I hope this was
And
good.
to everyone out there, please like and subscribe. And
Best podcast in
cheers
the
to
world.
staff.
Bird podcast in the
Cheers to
world. Thank you. First
Cut
one.
that shit out.
All right.
Cut that.